This may or may not be a tiny tutorial. I'm going to explain the secrets of funky claim and attached claim configuration. If you are looking for anything about attaching claims, I'm going to create, if I haven't already created and uploaded it, I'm doing these out of order. I'm going to create a video just for attached claims to explain that step by step, hopefully shorter and more detailed. So right now, I just want to get you to understand how you can make crazy configurations. And if you watched my make a mess, delete a claim video, that might make more sense in a moment. So if you've been running around in Landmark at all, you might have seen some people have claims stacked 3 high, or they have claims in just bizarre configurations. And the average player gets in and they're like, I don't know how they did that. Well, the secret to that really is your starting location, and the fact that while you cannot delete your main claim, and that main claim here is going to be this box I'm standing on top of right now, you cannot delete your main claim by itself, or your root claim. That's the main squeeze. That has to exist. These other attached claims, though, you can delete these puppies in any order. So the secret that I'm going to show you here is I'm going to place, I've already placed a third claim down here. I'll run you through that, and then I'm going to explain how I'm going to push one below this main claim, and we'll just, I don't want to give it all away. That will ruin the surprise. So I am right now on top of the very first claim that I placed on this map, and I chose the specific location on the side of this mountain. In order to do this, it's a lot easier to do it on the side of a mountain. And also I chose this location because I've got a plan to build up. So I took my mouse scroll wheel when placing it. If you've watched the claim placement or placed a claim, you know this. Your mouse scroll wheel will move the flag deeper in the ground. So this is pushed not all the way in, but pretty close to all the way in the ground. Alright, so this is my first claim that I placed here in the main. I'm going to jump off very quickly. Yay, no falling damage yet. Because I also want you to get a sense of how huge a claim actually is. So I built that ceiling up there to give you a sense of the depth. And I do recommend you at least delete all the materials in one claim. That's how big I would be from here, just to give you a sense. So delete your first claim after you experiment, but also go through and remove all the material at least once, and it'll give you a better idea of how much space you're working with. Also, if you want to build underground spaces like I'm going to do in this one eventually, it's a lot easier to delete everything and then use the heal tool, if you watch that video, to replace the surface area. Alright, so getting off track here. So when I placed my main claim, I took my my selection tool, I drug it all the way over across the land, dragged it as far down as I could possibly reach. I pressed shift, which I'm going to show you in a moment, and moved it down into the ground. I deleted my main claim as low as I could go. In order to place the first attached claim, you have to be standing within the main claim. And that limits your configuration options. Because I know I want to go underground, and I'm using the side of this mountain as the easiest way to do it, I went ahead and I placed my first attached claim right here in front. So it was sticking out of the mountain, but you can kind of see this angle here. That's where the material was. I've deleted all that, and I put down this little platform to give you a sense again of size. So this is my first attached claim in this area. Once I was in this area, I got a different set of choices. So your attached claim is going to base off of, well, it has to be based partially off of your main claim. So you cannot place, of course, another attached claim right on top of this. But you can go to the sides, or you can go down, and if you're lucky, you can sometimes get it in the ground here. It's very tricky though, so I usually use this method. Now, when I placed my second attached claim, the one that I'm going to show you how to delete after I make more space underground, after I placed that, again, I cut out the material. I went down with my choice, down another level. And that's this second attached claim. Now that we're under here, it's going to be a lot easier for me to place the claim flag underneath my main claim. So I'm going to hit I, and it's nighttime, so it's a little hard to see where it lights up. Okay, well, it's no, you cannot really see it at night. But when you're in game and during the daylight, you can kind of see it turn pale blue just a little. So you just more or less want to line it up with that main claim, drop it as low as you can go, left click to confirm, and now I actually have another claim right under here. Now potentially you could do this even deeper depending, I don't know, I've only gone 2 claims deep, but I've seen some crazy stacking, so I don't really know. I think it depends on how high the mountain is, what your threshold for going underground is. This hillside is pretty big, but I think the bigger the mountain, the more options you would have to go. You could probably go 4 deep in theory, at least. So now I am pulling my selection tool back. I'm going to try to make it about the size of this claim space. Ooh. I always try to give myself a little room. I'm holding down shift. Gives me the special tweak mode for the selection tool. I am pushing this way back in here. When you see it turn bright white, that means you're right at the edge of the wall. So, switching to my delete tool, and please, I hope I don't crash this time. It's been a very crashy, laggy night. What is going on? I don't see my tool sticking out. Oh! Well, what do you know? That's all it took. I had to not be looking. Well, that was our comic pause for the moment, I guess. Okay. So, lag scared me to death, but now we have the final and 5th claim. So again, to open this, I've got my, oh, this is not on this video, but my main claim was the first. My first attached where the dark green was. The second attached claim is the one I'm going to delete, and then this one I'm going to keep. I also recommend naming these right away so that you don't do what I did in one video and delete the wrong one. I'm going to go to deep for now. I've got to make these videos, might as well have silly names when I'm making them. So, just to show you how this is going to work, I'm going to go back out here. And while I'm thinking of it, I should suggest that if you do not use a grappling hook while you're building, you should, especially if you start messing around in mountains like this. I'm going to grapple my way back up here. It's also handy when you're building tall things, or if you're deleting a big hole in the ground, you don't want to be standing in the hole. You can get out, but it's no party. Alright, you do not have to be within your main claim space when you delete the claim. You can be anywhere on the map. Oops, wrong button. But because I'm trying to save time, I'm getting within the very edge boundaries of this main claim. So I am deleting my second attached claim. And if I go out here, you can see that it filled in this space. So remember I had that one that was sticking out underground? It's deleted that. Now I don't have time to show you on this video because we'll be here all night with all my lag. But what I will do next off of camera is I will drag my selection tool, well first I'll delete this, but I'll drag my selection tool over this area and I'll remove, or I'll fill this back in using the heal tool. I will leave a small hole in here and I will allow it so that you can walk back into this area. I will make, actually I can show you this pretty quickly. Oh, make a bigger hole. And I will be able to get back down into that far underground area through there. So, in essence, what it's going to look like is from above, you're going to see the side of the mountain. Let's go back out here. You're going to see the naked side of the mountain, this top claim, and then the last thing I'm going to do, I will attach it very quickly and close. The last thing I'll do is get back in here and quickly show you that now I can also go up. You could do that initially, but what I'm going to do is put the treehouse up here on the very top. I have a treehouse on the top here. I will have this claim down below here. I will have this super deep claim, and actually I might just, for the sake of saving myself some copper, I might just delete this claim too, so I'll just have 3 going straight down into the ground. I was standing on top of this black platform when I first started the video. I had already placed a first attached claim directly in front of where this one is sticking out, and I had placed one under it. And in the video, I actually showed you how I deleted everything under that white hole in the ground, which I'm going to jump down by right now. So I showed you the process of deleting the area underneath here, and that was quite exciting indeed. But afterwards I'm like, it's been a while since I tried this, so I decided to try to see if I could go one lower yet. And guess what? This is deep, and this is the next deepest. So I actually, I keep hitting the wrong button tonight. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 claims deep. That's it. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I think I have said many times, and I'll say it again, delete all the material in your claim. Don't take your first claim seriously, and play with attached claim configuration, because wow, the things you could do in here. This has been a tiny update. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.